to Peter. And, you know, if you were the rationer in chief...
That's not a very likely scenario.
No, it's not unlikely to happen for any of us. But do you have a system? Or do you have the outlines of a system? Do you have a philosophy about how this should be approached?
I would try to look at the number of years that we can expect to extend people's lives for a given number of dollars. I would also try to look at the quality of life as well. Now, that certainly may be affected by dementia, but in addition, especially with older people, I would hope that they would be encouraged to state their own wishes as to what should happen to them if they become demented.
But Peter,
or if other things happen to them.
Assuming you're correct that you're not going to get the job, what body do you see making the decisions?
So I think actually, although it's much criticised, I think that the UK model of setting up, they have a National Institute for Clinical Excellence. Sally referred to it by its acronym, NICE. Not everybody thinks it's nice. But what they do is they try to cost the various treatments that are out there, and they try to get expert data on how long those treatments extend life in a variety of different conditions. And they make recommendations. They're not binding, but they make recommendations to the local area health authorities throughout the United Kingdom to suggest that this treatment does give good value for money, you should be providing it, but perhaps this treatment for this specific condition is above the bar that we think reasonable, and you may consider not providing that. And the health authorities then reach those decisions.
And how often, if you happen to know, how often is there a recommendation not to use a particular intervention or treatment? Is it uncommon or is it pretty common?
It's relatively common that there are some treatments for some specific conditions that are considered too expensive to provide. And I think that that's going to be inevitable because medical technology really has no limits to how much it can cost. And the drug companies can charge more. In fact, drugs are much cheaper in the United Kingdom because the manufacturers know that if they price them very high, they're not going to be recommended by NICE. Whereas here they can basically charge whatever they like and they're still going to get used.
Let's hear from your opponent, Sally Pipes.
Right. So you are a proponent of NICE, which I think the Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Institute is